So we are technically in Italy and we are about to start our first trail in the Alps, which is the highest road in Europe. Hello and welcome back to another PTP 4x4 video, and today you join us at the starting point of the highest road in Europe. We have reached the desk where you have to pay an €8 fee to do the trail, but we have all made it. We are a good few hundred miles into this trip so far, and this will be the first bit of off-roading we are doing, so we are all seriously excited. This should be great fun. Don't know if it's that challenging or not, but I know for a fact the views up there are spectacular. So yeah, plan is now hop into our cars and then let's do the trail. So this trail is called Colle Sommeiller, and we found it by using the off-road atlas, which is now available in English. So this was a great help when we were trying to find trails to do. Jamie, are you ready? Are you confident that Sandra is going to make it?
That's Sandra.
Oh, sorry. That's Sandra.
This is Susie.
Are you confident that Susie's going to make it?
First gear, hopefully.
Okay, first gear. Sandra,
Hello.
are you confident?
I've got a second-hand front differential that I've never tested off-road.
Yes.
However, I got a rear axle last year from the same supplier and it was absolutely fine. So I've got confidence.
Okay. So we're going to make it.
I'm going to do a wheelie up the trail because all your weight is on your back axle. So can someone go behind me for me to land on?
Jordan in the Dacia looks rather concerned. How are you, Jordan?
Yeah, a bit worried.
A bit worried?
But we'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
Dacia does stuff.
It's fine.
I've seen like 4 come down already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be okay. I mean, they only made it up to the top of that road and back, but
Maybe.
it's
But,
fine.
I mean, I want to see Loz's diff blow up. I
Yeah.
want to get there for that.
And probably one of my drive shafts snapping.
Yeah.
You're fine.
No,
Be
that's
okay.
not good.
Here we go. I need to get into four-wheel drive. Maybe not just yet, but... Well, we've officially started our first trail in the Alps. Is that a hairpin, that is? Right, four-wheel drive is engaged. I'm guessing the start of the trail
Be fine with a TCV.
isn't that treacherous because I'm seeing a few normal cars coming down. But I know for a fact it is going to get pretty brutal. The view's getting pretty damn good now. Oh, the drop. If you're afraid of heights.
Look at that.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at that! Beautiful! And that's very cool as well. Temperature's keeping good. That's always a bonus. We all got a false sense of security after seeing a Toyota Prius trundling past us at the beginning stages of this trail. But then the mountains parted and we could see ahead what was to come, and it looked a bit spicy. So that beginning section was pretty easy, but now it's starting to look a little bit more challenging. We all kept following the gravel trail, wondering when it would start to ascend up the side of a mountain to reach the peak height of 3,000 meters. But then the weather started to set in, the clouds started to roll over the tops of the mountains, and visibility began to reduce. Starting to climb now. This is getting steep. We have climbed so much altitude, 2,200 meters now above sea level. We are higher than the highest peak in the UK. With the landscape ahead of us opening up and only being about 800 meters from the summit of this trail, we assumed that we were getting to the end of this stunning trail, but boy, were we wrong. As we climbed up higher, the views became more spectacular, conditions worsened, and this meant the cars started to struggle.
Worst place to stop.
With every hairpin, we climbed higher and higher.
This is pretty insane. Temperature is still doing well. That's good. That was one of my big concerns. And it's slippy. It's been raining. Well, it is raining actually. AC is struggling a little bit.
This hasn't got the best turning circle.
Locking diff, pushing me wide. There's zero barriers as well.
Leave this mine.
The higher we climbed, the more barren the landscape became. We had a rare break of the rain and the sun started to come out, and then we found a few puddles to have a play.
Still climbing 2,600 meters. Just found a little patch down there that we had a little play in. There's a little bit of water to go through, so that's quite fun. But it's getting pretty sparse up here now. You really feel like you're in the middle of nowhere. It's not raining, but it looks like it could chuck it down any second.
And just as we thought this trail had no more to give, the landscape changed yet again, and it gave us its final finale. And with light fading, we were running out of time.
To go on now. Pretty damn cold up here. Right, we are reaching the end. Roughly 150-200 meters left of altitude. What a crazy trail. This has been stunning. And these hairpins is another. Steady. I think we can see the summit of this road. We've made it! We made it to the summit. We are 3,000 meters. We made it. And we are officially 3,000 meters. Let's have a look around.
Although we had made it to the summit of this trail, things for us were far from over. We still had to make it all the way back down, and night was quickly setting in. Although we did find time to make up a stupid challenge to see who could drive the furthest up a glacier. Lack of power at this altitude meant that Jamie did not achieve a great distance. It was then time for Pedro the Panda with his 1.4 turbocharged petrol engine to show everyone else how it was done.
Okay, let's go.
That's where he rolls it. Jesus Christ! Let his powerlifter and slowly back down.
With Pedro the Panda setting the benchmark, it was then time for Loza in his Suzuki Grand Vitara to give it a go, even though his second-hand front diff was making some awful noises. Even with low range, Loza could not beat Pedro the Panda, and his front diff is not sounding happy. But now it was time for Jordan in the Dacia Duster. And amazingly, the Duster came a close second. But now it was time for Jordan to carefully work his way back down the glacier to safety. With all of us surviving the stupid challenge, there was one final thing to do before we headed back down. There's one thing I have to do, and that is put a sticker onto the edge of this. And if you come here, you'll forever see it. There we are. Pedro the Panda is now on there forever.
We are now working our way back down the trail to try and find somewhere to stay the night, because it is now getting a little bit late. The sun is setting, but it has set, so we feel like it is imperative to camp here the night now. So as a safety reason, we're going to have to find somewhere to camp.
The light was disappearing quickly, and it was now a race to try and find somewhere to spend the night. And with no other option, at 2,700 meters, we decided to pull off the trail and pitch up to spend the night.
So, due to light going down and the weather turning, we have decided to, for safety reasons, stay here for tonight. And this is where we're going to stop. Our emergency overnight stop is pretty much all set up. Oh, thank you very much for the pillow. Oh, that was, oh, look at that. It's like we're literally in the wild. I'll go there. This is my camping setup, in case you're interested. Little fold-out bed. Light in there, all the bits and pieces. How you feeling? You got a hammer? That's exciting. Is that my hammer?
I don't know. I think it might be Loz's.
Oh, okay. That's Loz's tent there. Some things happening under there.
Hello.
Jolly exciting. So yeah, needs must, and this is what we've had to do. It's a real shame, but there we are.
We were, however, greeted with an incredible view of the stars, and we were all hoping that we'd wake up and the weather would be way better than it was today. With our emergency camp packed up, it was time to head back onto the trail. So it is the next morning. The sky is lovely and blue, the sun is out. So we have all decided that we are going to head back up to the top of this trail and see the views without any cloud cover, because I think that would be pretty freaking awesome. So we're going to do that. We just packed up camp now. Conditions got pretty hectic last night, so we had to emergency camp at the side of the trail. So that was why we did that. But yeah, Jamie's just trying to fix his CB radio because he's having an issue with that. But it's quite a good night's sleep. Rather chilly, a little bit windy. The cowbells kept us awake a little bit, but overall, a fantastic evening. So we're going to head up to the top of the trail and see the views. Oh man, we could not have asked for a better morning to wake up to than this. We've come across a few dirt bikes already this morning, a few cyclists. Last night we saw a cyclist ride up and he passed us at about 7:30 in the evening, and then we saw him riding back down at about 11 o'clock in the evening. A cyclist. Bloody madman. We're about to hit the incredible hairpins working our way up this trail, and I think that's the perfect time to get the drone out and get some shots. And this indeed was the perfect time, because some of the shots we got climbing up the side of this mountain, tackling the gravel hairpins, were absolutely spectacular. So we reached the summit again in lovely daylight. The sun is shining and it was pretty damn spectacular. So it's time now to head back down and work our way through this trail in reverse. We're probably going to come across a little bit of traffic, which is going to make it a bit more challenging. And then that will be the highest road in Europe completed. It's absolutely incredible. It really is. Yesterday we couldn't really see any of the peaks of these mountains because of the cloud coverage, but today, glorious blue skies. Hey, and all the cars are doing well so far. Nice stream down there. That water is absolutely crystal clear as well. The difference between yesterday's weather and today's weather made this feel like a completely new trail. eventually worked our way back down into a valley where we got some stunning views. So we have made it down the most tricky sections of this trail, and then you kind of get to this plateau area and look at the views. Stunning waterfall over there. Sharp, jagged peaks. And then just over here, there's a crystal clear stream. Look at that. Beautiful place, absolutely beautiful. So the rest of the trail now is pretty easy and straightforward. So we'll admire this part just for a little bit longer, and then we'll head back down to the start finish. As we worked our way through the final stages of the highest trail in Europe, we passed the ticket booth where the whole day began, and then we pulled off into the first car park right at the entrance to finish off an epic experience.
Well, we have done it. We have just reached the bottom of the highest trail in Europe. What a fantastic trail that was. The views up there were spectacular. If you're in this area, you have to go and try it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned because we've got a load more trails to try out in the Alps. But thank you again for watching. Subscribe to the channel so you can keep up to date with everything I'm uploading, and I'll see you soon.